no question it's low interest rates and the persistent drive that folks have toward index products and away from active management. It is creating an enormous opportunity to help investors divert assets away from fixed income, the risky part of the investment spectrum, and away from the indexing and more toward active management. We think those are the undervalued assets, and that's our challenge today, is to move people to that new world.
I think the regulatory environment today is it's intended to diminish the level of complexity in terms of structuring funds and distributing them. However, the regulations, by their very nature, are somewhat more complicated. So, by partnering with the companies like BNP Paribas as a service provider, we help to demystify some of those regulatory nuances that can trip up an asset manager. So I think that's one of the bigger challenges today, just the regulatory environment in general.
I think it's about solutions, not products, and I think it's about being thinking that we're the center of the world and Americentric, and really expanding that.
Delivering quality as in any other asset management industries across the world.
Trying to find the right distribution channel, to align your products with, and what advisors, trying to figure out that distribution channel that aligns with your products is really, I think, probably one of the most difficult things.
Oh gosh, there is such a long list. But I would say that's probably not just the U.S., but on a global basis, the velocity of change on the regulatory framework environment that we're living in, it's very challenging because we are having to adjust very rapidly to the new initiatives.
The biggest challenge facing the U.S. industry is the ability to differentiate. I think to differentiate both on product and service, as well as run an efficient organization. I think most US firms haven't really understood what productivity means. Clients are asking for lower fees, and investment managers need to be much more cost effective in the way that they deliver their services.
In truth, it's probably diversification and transparency and all the regulation that's coming through, but transparency is absolutely key, and that's how we help.
The biggest challenge is really to make sure that, getting people to think about what their long-term solutions are, thinking about their time horizon, not in the next 30 minutes, not in the next 60 days, but really thinking about that, a 60-year-old who's investing for retirement, really that money has to last for 25 or 30 years. They can't think about what's going on with the fiscal cliff. There's always going to be some sort of event, like Greece, like the fiscal cliff, like Russia years ago, like Thailand. There's always something. So really thinking about what's right for you and not thinking about what's happening in the markets.
I feel like the election is definitely going to have a big bearing on what's going to happen with Obamacare, the equities market, and I would say just the kind of state of the economy, the world, the global economy right now.
Definitely the biggest challenge that the investment industry has to focus on today is that we can expect a period of very below average market returns. Below average market returns, we're no longer going to get double-digit returns in the S&P 500 anymore, or the U.S. markets. We have to get our investors to get used to the fact that returns will be below expected and a lot more market volatility. We have to kind of hold that, especially given aging baby boomers, protecting long-term assets. That's what we're worried about the most.
Managing complexity, which is a bigger theme than specific investment, but managing complexity in our life, I think it's true for every business today. The biggest issue in terms of client experience and expectation is the expectation of investors that have bought trillions of dollars in bond funds in the last 3 or 4 years, that the returns and the stability of those assets will remain as it was. That's clearly an illusion.